There are P counters in a bag. 12 of the counters are yellow, and Safik takes 30 counters from the bag. 5 of these 30 counters are yellow, and we need to work out an estimate for the value of P. So essentially, we need to work out how many counters there are in the bag. Okay, so looking at these top 2 lines, if we have 12 out of P are yellow, and we know on a random occasion, taking random 30 counters out of the bag, 5 were yellow. 5 out of 30 were yellow. So what we're going to now do is we're going to use this information, and I'm going to write out, I'm going to say, okay, 5 over 30, and I want to try and get a way that we can replace this 5 on top with 12. So we can get to a fraction that's got 12 on top, but we need to make sure it's an equivalent fraction. So anything we do to the top, we need to do to the bottom here to make sure it's the same fraction. So how do we get from the 5 to the 12? If we do 5 multiplied by 12 over 5, that will get us to 12. But anything we do to the numerator, we need to do to the denominator. So, again, we're going to multiply by 12 over 5. Now, because this is a non-calculator, we need to work this out. You can obviously use any method that works best for you. But I'm going to do it like this. We're going to say 30. I'm going to write that as a fraction, because that's the same as saying 30 over 1. And we're multiplying that by 12 over 5. So now what we've got on the bottom, we've got 5 times 1, which is just 5. And on the top, we've got 30 times 12. Now, because this is just a fraction, now what I can do, I'm actually going to write this out in a bit more of a complicated way, but hopefully you'll see where I'm going with it in a minute. I'm going to write the 30 out as 5 times 6, and then we're going to put the 12 back there as well. And that all over 5. So I replace the 30 with 5 times 6. This now means we can cancel the 5 and the 5. So all we're left with is 6 times 12. And that's a bit easier to work out. So once you manage to work that out, we get that that's 72. So on the bottom of the fraction up here, we can put 72. Now if we compare this fraction to the original that we've got here, we've got 12 on the top of both. So I can now say that P is 72. Now, like it says in the question, this is only an estimate. That's because this figure of 5 out of 30 being yellow is only what occurred on one trial. Another time that someone takes 30 out of the bag, maybe they get 6 yellow, or maybe they would only get 4 yellow another time. So it's not exact, but using this data that was collected, we've managed to get a rough estimate of how many are in the bag in total. So I'm just saying up here that since 12 over P are yellow, and we know that, we can estimate that P is 72. So we get 1 mark essentially for our working. So working out that, okay, we can take this 5 over 30, try and transform into 12 over something. So get 1 mark for that. Then we get our final mark if we've done that all correctly and worked out that we can estimate that P is 72.